Hey guys, welcome back to Release the Craftin. Priscilla here for another hashtag Twinchy Tuesday. That's Twinchy Tuesday, hosted by Sassy Southern NC Girl. Go check her out. Go check out everybody else with the hashtag. People are making cool stuff for this. I'm making cool stuff for this. I really like how everything came out so far. I'm having a good time making Twinchies on a Tuesday. So here we are. I'm not actually making this on a Tuesday. I'm posting it on a Tuesday, and that's what matters. Uh, Also, there's gonna be a lot of weird cuts in this one, I think, because I was working. uh, I was working from home, and I had to keep answering the phone, which was rude and inconsiderate because I hadn't gotten any phone calls, which is why I was like, oh, since you aren't busy, start crafting. And then I started getting a bunch of phone calls. So, yeah. At any rate, here we are. What are we doing? Right now, I'm using this delicious textured book page, which has like some stencil cast off on it. I smoshed a stencil on it, and it has the print from that, and there's some ink in there. It's very inky. It's very delightful. And then I'm using this misprinted page where my printer decided it was okay to waste vellum in this economy. This is actually a print from one of my newer kits over on Patreon. Go check it out. If you're at the $15 tier, you get a free digital kit as well as videos and stuff from me every month. But you also get ditties and videos at every other tier as well, above $5. So there's something to see there. But if you want a full kit, like this, which is the Spellbound Diary kit, that would be the place to go. So at any rate, my printer decided to, do one of those things where it picks up two pieces of paper at the same time and ruins both of them. So I have this leftover bit, and I was irritated, but I was like, okay, we can use this. We can make this work. So I measured it out. I'm going to use a little glue stick so that I don't get like weird glue lines or warping from water in the glue. To stick these down on top of the book page. And I have these really great stickers from Sticky Club. It is from the Sepia Dreams pack. They're like a washi tape set of stickers that I'm going to use as my focal point, and it's giving very autumn, very fall. I really like the rustic vibe of this. I think it came out really great. Having to glue this twice because I got phone calls did make this sort of an interesting experience, but it all works out in the end. I really like how these came out. In fact, I think they're really neat. More irritated that I had to do my job that they pay me to do instead of the crafting that I wish paid me to do it. That's just an ongoing personal struggle of mine. But one day, fingers crossed, if I hope hard enough, I'll get paid to do this too. And not that. That's the goal. That's the dream. So I have these little like washi strips. So I started to cut out like the biggest images to give myself the bestest chance on these little tiny Twinchies. But also because I just thought that they looked the coolest. So there's like a chrysanthemum, there's a pumpkin, and a moth. And of course I was going to pick the moth. How was I not going to pick the moth? And I don't know, like I didn't really have much else for this beyond the vibes. So like I was trying to do something, fun and autumnal because it's 1,000,000,000 degrees here in Texas already. My air conditioning is not keeping up, and we have only just started the summer months. It's not even officially summer yet, and I'm not looking forward to the rest of the summer that will extend all the way into October because the universe hates Texas, and that's a fact. In fact, I'm not happy with Texas right now either. So it's fair enough. I understand why. And then, because of that, I am craving fall. Also, we're in the countdown, right? It's summer, so that means we're officially in spooky season all the way until, well after Halloween, because spooky season doesn't end for me until like mid-January. And even then, it doesn't end in my heart. You know what I mean? But I yearn for it less. After January. I yearn for it more here in this time of year. So I went back through and decided to do a little bit of embossing, add a little gold pop to this because it was all becoming very same, like tonally. So I wanted to break it up a little bit. And I get a little experimental, let's say, by the time I get towards the end of this. Because I was still feeling, even after I added the gold, that it wasn't bright enough. It was just more tonal, which I think is something I need to, like, work on, is, because I think I get very, very tunnel vision when it comes to color palettes, and I don't want to add, like, a contrast in there, which I think would have brightened it up in the way that I wanted it to be brightened, because I could have used, like, a pop of blue or something in here, like a little teal or something, would have really been, like, just a chef's kiss of color that would have brightened up these little twinchies substantially. But I was, like, really, like, analogous in my color wheel choices, because I kept it all very, very much on one side, in the yellows and the golds and the browns, and the oranges. You know, I was in that wheelhouse, and I needed to be, like, across the wheel color-wise to get the effect I wanted. But all of that to say, I still really like how these came out. I'm just now, like, watching them back going, this would have been the obvious solution to your all of this feels like tone on tone on tone, and you could have changed it up had you just chosen to go a different route. Now, I will say, adding in the word strips did break up some of the, like, the how dark it was, the darkness of it, the value. But they're also in the same tone family. So you'll see some of them are almost, you know, the same color as the background. So it doesn't even make a difference, in the way that, like, I would have liked it to. But, again, you live and you learn. And hindsight is 20/20. So I'm just now watching it back going, oh, look at all the things you could have done had you been looking at it from the future. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys ever look back at your art like that. I do a lot, actually, which is why I don't watch my videos. If I'm not doing, like, a voiceover, I don't watch my videos again. Because... yeah, I don't want to. And here's where I got experimental, where I was like, oh, if you add this white, you can add this zigzag to it, and then, like, well, it's a stitch, which I will then later on interpret as a zigzag, so don't come at me. But then, like, the white will break up some of the darkness in the background, and it kind of does. I don't love this effect, though. I kind of wish I had just embossed it. I think had I just embossed it, I would have liked it better, because it does seem a little dull by comparison. But I guess in the positive version of this, it doesn't detract from anything overall, because it is a little faded in. So you guys let me know what you think, if it was well worth the effort to apply the extra stitching or what. But I do like how these came out. I think they're really cute, and very fall aesthetic coated, so it all worked out. So that's gonna be it for me for this Twinchy Tuesday, guys. I'll catch you all in the next one. I appreciate your faces. Happy crafting, and goodbye.